The time now is a special presentation. Before we get to the special presentation, I'd like to add a couple of things. I owe a lot to Clark Atlanta University's business school. I entered the MBA program in 1989. I graduated in 1991. I obtained two suffixes in my name. I obtained the MBA, and I also got an MRS at the business school here in Atlanta. And when you think about that, Dr. Picard was saying some things about being successful. One of the things I want you to always remember, to be very successful, make sure you marry well. Can I get an amen? Amen. You got to marry well. And Dr. Davis will tell you, I married well. When I married, my wife looked at me, she saw I had nothing, but she said, you're not going to be nothing. She developed a financial plan for us. We achieved that plan. We went above that plan. And just when I got real relaxed, Dr. Picard, she said, let's elevate the plan. Everybody say marry well. Marry well. Very good. The next thing we want to do, we have a special presentation. There are a lot of things that take place in the world. We just finished in this summer, the Olympics. The ultimate goal, the ultimate prize, what everybody aims for, is the gold. Everybody goes for the gold. Well, in the MBA sphere, what we do in graduate schools, we aim for the gold. Some of you may be asking, what is that gold? That gold is winning the National Black MBA case competition and competing in it. And I want to invite now up for a special presentation. I want to invite Dr. Lynn Patton up to the stage. Dr. Patton, please come up to the stage, and Dean Udoka up to the stage, because I want y'all to know we won the gold. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a proud alum of Clark Atlanta University's MBA program, and I always boast about where I got my MBA degree. There's a very, very special talent. There's a talent on this place that God placed on this in this B school and in this university. And so I brag and tell people that I'm a CAU MBA. And to let you understand that, the competition at the National Black MBA is very stiff. It's a coveted award. Everybody covets winning that thing. And for example, the school that finished number 2, y'all ready for this? The school that finished number 2 was also my alma mater, where I got my PhD. Georgia Institute of Technology finished number 2. We beat Georgia Tech. How about a hand clap for that one? And if that ain't good enough, guess who the number 3 school was? It was the University of Michigan. We beat University of Michigan. Come on and put your hands together for that. And so having said that, I'm going to have Dean Udoka present a special presentation to Dr. Patton, and then we're going to recognize those participants who brought home the gold.
Thank you so much, Dean Pleasant. For over 25 years, the National Black MBA Association has welcomed MBA candidates from the nation's top business schools to compete for cash prizes and employment opportunities. The competition allows students to consult in teams to analyze complex business cases using their problem-solving skills that I learned from their advisor and from the classroom. They present their findings before a panel of Fortune 500 companies. Graduate business students from the nation's leading business schools come together and compete for these lucrative scholarships in a very, very competitive environment. Teams of 4 students are given 1 month. Is that right?
About 4 to 6 weeks,
yeah. About a month to take on a case, brand new case, and find solutions to them. They analyze these complex business cases, provide solutions, and present those solutions to a panel of senior level executives who from across the spectrum of business. The competition this year was sponsored by Stellantis. This is formerly the Fiat Chrysler Automotive Group. This year, as Dr. Patton reminded us, 33 top MBA programs competed. And from those 33, we, in the first round, beat out Auburn, Alabama A&M, Morgan State, University of Alabama, and the University of Texas at Austin. First round. We came out of that group and moved to the final round, where we outlasted Baylor, Georgia Tech,
Yes.
Penn State, University of Miami,
Come on.
University of Rochester, and the University of Michigan. And folks, CAU is number one. They won first place and took home the $25,000 in scholarships for these students. All a tribute to Dr. Patton, who's here, who is their advisor. She's done this before, so she knows what to do. And Dr. Patton, I thank you officially here for the work you've done with this group. I thank our colleagues, the faculty who supported this effort, and more importantly, I thank the students for putting the time to get this done and bring home the gold. Folks, this is something that is extracurricular, it's not part of their classwork. It's something they do outside of classwork. Most other universities combine this as part of a class, and if you have that structure, you probably get some advantage. But here we put this group of students together and just let them go at it. Let them use what they've learned to solve a problem. So they're doing this on top of their homeworks, on top of their preparation for exams. So to do this and succeed at the level they did is truly remarkable. I am going to let Dr. Patton recognize the students, but first, let me, in recognition of this award, pin on Dr. Patton our 75th anniversary celebration pin.
Whoa. That's okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. You got the stage.
All right, awesome, thank you.
Those to the stage.
Okay, not necessarily ready for a speech, but I'm a professor, so we talk all the time. Being impromptu is part of the job. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the acknowledgement. They were right. Like this is a pretty competitive competition. The MBA world is pretty small. And so, you know, when you get into these forums, you really get to interact with some of the top students, top case advisors, top schools. And so whether we win or not, it's just a great experience for our students. But I can honestly say this was one of the years that we had a pretty tough crowd. We also had some other schools like Georgia State, Emory, the list goes on. But I always say, and I do this competition because I want people to know that our students are amazing. People want to say this about a HBCU or why shouldn't you go to a HBCU, but we have amazing students. And this is one of the best forums to showcase those students. And then when they present to classes, I always tell those students in the class, you're just like the student that just presented to you. You're amazing, just like they're amazing. So not only is it good for the school on a broader level, but when we go into class, we present, and we can be aspirational, be visionary, just like Dr. Pritchard said. They get to see it. They get to see what a strong, powerful second-year MBA looks like, and that it's right there in front of them. And so that's another reason I really feel strongly about doing this competition, is that we have just amazing students. So if you want to hear anything about this competition, I always do my best when I go out there, but it would not at all be possible without the effort put forth from our students. In addition to school, I can also say that Shannon's a basketball player, so he was managing a whole lot, and he just did amazing as a finance person. So everybody was not here, but I'm going to go ahead and call up the people that are here. First, I'd like to call up Miss Rashida Muhammad. Rashida did a wonderful job. In the first round, they give out awards for Best Presenter and for Best Q&A. Ms. Muhammad won an award for Best Q&A, and actually it was quite odd because we were a little surprised by that because the idea that they presented, that they came up with, was so good that one of the judges was like so interested, and she just kept questioning Rashida and questioning her, and she did such a great job. We were like, I don't know if it was right or wrong, but she did an amazing job and ended up winning an award for that. So not only did she do a great job, like being committed and being loyal and doing everything there, like when we got there, she did an amazing job just kind of working with the judges and letting them know how amazing we are. So give her a hand. Other team member that's here is Mr. Shannon Smith. He came up and asked a question earlier. Mr. Smith is amazing. He was our finance person. He is actually going to follow my footsteps. He's got a bachelor's from Clark Atlanta, and now he's going to get an MBA from Clark Atlanta. So it was amazing to not only have somebody, a strong black male doing the finances, but he was an alumni, so that made it even better. And it's one of the keys to the competition is having strong financials. And he did an amazing job. Like literally, there were almost no questions asked about our financials, which is rare. So we just had an amazing team. The other person that could not make it was, I can't say her last name, Christine Fisui. Oh, I'm horrible with names. But she did a great job. She opened up for us. She set the stage. She's a second-year MBA. She's great like the rest of them. And then we also had an alternate, Balaje. He's in our Working Professionals program. He couldn't make it because he actually works during the day. But we were just very blessed to have such a very strong analytical team that was very committed. We had a lot of meetings and just did a great job for our school. So, I do my best, but they're really the ones who did all the work. So thank you so much. And they're matching. They didn't tell me like the kind of. It wasn't planned. Like I didn't know about that. I would have tried. Yeah, just a little bit about them. They have both wonderful, you have one, internships this summer. So Ms. Muhammad had an internship at Bank of America. I'm still doing some work with them. And this was Shannon's 4th internship with Boeing. And so he does a great job with them as well. So we just, like I said, we have amazing students, and it's always wonderful when we can showcase them and show the world how great the MBA program is here at Clark Atlanta. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patton. Thank you, team. I'm so proud of you, and your school is proud of you. Keep up with the good work. I know you are going to have outstanding careers ahead of you. Thank you.
Let's give them another hand clap, please. The other thing I want to do, I'm a big sports guy. I'm a former college football player for Clemson University. And one of the things I do, I watch leadership from a sports perspective. And when I think about some of the best to ever coach in the business, I think of Bear Bryant. I think of Nick Saban. I think of Coach Dabo Sweeney from Clemson. I also think on the professional level of Bill Belichick. These are people who become the best. They work at it. They know what they're doing. They transform those that are around them. They become the best. And they're legends. And I want you to know that I want to acknowledge that we're in the presence of a living legend today, because what makes those coaches different, they don't win the gold just once or the championship just one time. They win it multiple times. Dr. Lynn Patton is a living legend. This is the second time she has won the National Black MBA. Let's give Dr. Patton a round of applause, please. You have what it takes. Finally, we're going to bring up the dean for closing remarks and everything. And I want to thank everybody for coming. This is a great place. I want you to get very excited about being a part of Clark Atlanta University. You need to realize the MBA program. You need to realize in the business school, you need to realize you're sitting in the seat where a lot of great people before you have come. And if you're wondering what's going to take place in the future, well, it's you. You're going to become those great people that sat in the seat that other great people sat into just as well. So get your mindset right. Reach high. Don't doubt yourself. Listen, you are more than qualified to be everything that God ordained you and birthed you to be. The problem is you got to be in an environment with people that nurture it. Dean Udoka's going to do it. Dr. Davis going to do it. Dr. Vest, Dr. Patton, Dr. Paul Brown, Professor Carnegie, all the professors that are here, Dr. Jester George, and if I forget anybody, please forgive me. We're here for you because your success is our success. Thank you so much. Dean Udoka, come up with the final closing. And these are somebody's glasses. I don't know whether it was before or after. It must be before. Okay.
Thank you again, Dr. Pleasant, and thank you, all of you, for being here this morning. As we have indicated today marks the beginning of CAU's Business School's commemoration of the 75th anniversary of its founding. Through this process, in the past year, we have laid out what we look at as a strategic roadmap that will guide us for the next year as we celebrate this great milestone. I should indicate Dr. Davis, I don't know if he told you, chairs the overall committee that has planned and laid out what we will do throughout the year. Although we have a plan in place, please reach out to us as you have ideas of things to do to excite you, to make sure that we continue to put the name of CAU and the B School out in the public sphere. The roadmap that we have drawn up aligns with the school anniversary goals of doing three things: honoring the past, elevating the present, and envisioning the future. The activities that we have throughout the year is grouped into three basic categories. We will have events. Events will be activities such as today. There will be a celebration of signature events, academic or administrative events, events to engage the community, events that allows us again to elevate what we do here. We will have projects that allow us to engage the community, to engage the university community, to engage our neighboring community. And we will have initiatives, things that are things we begin during this period and carry on beyond the year of celebration. The theme, reflecting forward, that we selected for this was intentional. It took some time for us to arrive at that theme. Our university's theme is momentum. We are reflecting forward to carry on the momentum that we've gotten from the past to propel us to the future. So these things allow us to look back and the momentum to take us forward. So in all the activities that we'll do, you will, in the coming weeks and months throughout the year, you will see a lot of information regarding the activities. You will get communications from us, from my office, communications from Dr. Davis about activities that is going on. Please engage and be part of it. Once again, I thank everyone for being here this morning, and I look forward to seeing you in future events in celebration of this 75th anniversary of our founding. Thank you.